Whether you're working from a template website or a blank website, you will need to run the initial setup guide first in order to configure a few basic elements of your website. To get to this screen, click on Setup at the top menu on your page, and then click on Initial Setup. Click the Start button when you are ready to begin. On Wildfire websites, English is already loaded as a navigation language. On this screen, you will add additional languages that your website visitors will use in order to go through your website. Many of the languages are already loaded on our website builder system. To see if your language is on this list and to add it, leave the first button selected, select language name from list, and click the drop-down arrow. All of the languages here are listed in alphabetical order, first using the Roman characters, and then using the non-Roman characters. Note also that the languages are written using the name that's given by the people who speak those languages. So I will choose Español for Spanish. Once you're done, click Add this language. It may take just a moment for our system to upload all of the interface translations. If you want to add a language that is not listed on that drop-down list, click the button Add a new language. In the first field, you will type the language code. This is usually the 3-letter Ethnologue code that is assigned one for every language in the world. In this case, I will type the language code for Malay, which is ZLM. Malay is the national language of Malaysia. In the next box, you will write the name of the language as it is said by the people who speak that language. So while I call it, in English, I call it Malay, in the language itself, they call it Bahasa Malaysia or Bahasa Melayu. In this box, you will also want to use the same script that is used by the people who speak that language. Then you will also select whether the language is written from left to right or from right to left. Once you have done that, click Add this language. And once this process is done, scroll to the very bottom and click Continue. On the next screen, you will choose which language will be the default language. The default language will be the language that will be displayed on the website when the website visitor types in the website address or the domain name and hits Enter. So choose that on this screen and then click Save and Continue. On the next screen, you will sort the languages that will be shown on the website. In which order do you want the language names shown as the options on the top of the page? So you can drag them by grabbing the plus icon. Once you have chosen the order, you will click Save and Continue. On the next screen, you will choose the theme for your website. Scroll down the page and look at each theme that is available for you to choose, and then read the description. Screenshots will also give you an idea of what the theme looks like. Once you have made your choice, click on Continue at the bottom right. Or if you choose a different theme, you can just click Select and Continue, and you will go to the next screen. On this screen, you will choose the color scheme for your website. You notice that a sample page is provided to give you an idea of the different elements and how they change when you choose a different color. To choose a different color, click the drop-down arrow and click on the color you want to look at. Or, if you find it easier, once you have clicked on the color, you can use the up arrow or down arrow on your keyboard to look at the different options. Once you have made your choice, scroll to the very bottom and click Save and Continue. A list of fonts are provided for you so that you can see what options you have for your website. If your language requires a distinct font, you may upload it here. To do so, click Choose File Navigate to the place on your computer where the font is, and then click Open. Once you've done that, click Upload, and the font will be added. And you will be able to see the font in your list of available fonts. Once you have uploaded any fonts you need, click Continue. Now it is time to assign the fonts for the different styles on your website. There are 2 styles on Wildfire websites. The first is the header style, which is used for the website name and for page titles. The other style is standard text, which is all other text on the website. To choose the font, you will just scroll down and choose one font to be the header and one font to be the standard text. You may only choose one font for each style. Once you have made your selections, scroll to the bottom and click Save and Continue. On the following screen, you will choose the website name for your website. This may be the domain name for your website, or it may be another name of your choice. So on this screen, you will enter in the first box the name of the website that you want displayed, and you will give the name in each language provided. Type the name of the website for each navigation language using the script that is used for that language. The website name should have more or less the same meaning in each of the navigation languages. In addition to the website name, you may also have a slogan on your website. The slogan is usually a short phrase that contains a little bit of information about the website. You may then choose whether or not you want to show the website slogan at the top of your website pages. We usually leave the first box checked to show the website name at the top of the pages. When you have done this, click Save and Continue to go to the next screen. You have now completed the initial setup guide. At this point, you have 3 options. First, you could start again from the beginning to do the whole setup again, but this almost never needs to take place. Secondly, you could click on any one of these individual steps if you need to redo any of the steps that we've just talked about. Or, the most common option, at the bottom you will click on Save and go to Work with Pages, and then you can begin building your website.